Ladies and gentlemen, Goodwin Promotions presents a lightweight contest consisting of 6 3-minute rounds. Firstly, introducing in the blue corner, wearing the red shorts. At today's weighing, he scaled 9 stone, 12 pounds, 12 ounces. Taking part in his 13th professional fight tonight. He's a former International Masters lightweight challenger from Razgrad in Bulgaria. Let's hear for Kristian Dochev. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the purple and gold shorts. At today's weighing, he scaled 9 stone, 8 pounds and 12 ounces. With a professional record of 8 fights, 7 wins, 1 loss, from Luton in Bedfordshire. Let's hear from Michael Chunky Devine. Referee, Mr. Robert Williams, will give his final instructions. 6 3-minute rounds. First round.
Michael Chunky Devine with great support here. They've brought them down from Luton. And his trainer, James Paisley, giving him a couple of final instructions before he gets underway. A little pat round the cheek as well, just to make sure he's fired up. And Michael Devine is in the gold and purple trunks, and giving away a little bit of a weight advantage to Kristian Dochev from Razgrad in Bulgaria. Just the 1 defeat on his record, Michael Devine, and he'll be looking to make another big statement tonight, the 24-year-old. 1 fight here this year in Brentwood, and that was a points win against Robin Deakin. And once again, we've seen a couple of the fighters who've had great support here tonight. Rosenior had a raucous support, and Michael Devine has certainly brought them down as well. Nicknamed Chunky, Kevin, but don't quite know why. That must be because it doesn't look that chunky to me. He looks in good shape.
He certainly doesn't tonight, no. Again, he's brought fantastic support. We saw him fight live last time, and he brought a brilliant support against Robin Deakin. Impressed me with his boxing skills. He's fighting an opponent tonight, Dochev. Dochev's been in this country before. In his last fight, he fought Kieran Farrell. I think it's a really good time to give Kieran Farrell a nice little mention. He fought last night and was unfortunately taken to hospital after that fight, and I believe he's doing really well now. And it's great to put a shout out to Kieran Farrell, because he fought really well last night and spent the night unwell in hospital. And our thoughts are with him, and hope he's doing really well, and can't wait to see him back in the ring again.
Here, here. Yes, Dochev on a run of 4 wins from 5, and took the undefeated prospect at that time, Kieran Farrell, to the distance recently. Lost on points that night to Farrell. And we wish him well, Kieran, as Michael Devine at the start of this fight has once again, as the home fighter, taken control. He said, I'm going to take the centre of the ring. You're going to have to try and come and take it off me. Has the Irish insignia on his gold and purple short trunks.
Yes, yeah, I know he's got a proud Irish heritage. I know a few people who know Michael. They've told me about him in the past. Keep my eye out for him. He's a good fighter, and I have been watching him and watching his developments. I was there the night. Unfortunately, he had his first defeat against Mark Alexander at the York and Bethnal Green. Just wasn't himself that night, and since then he's come back fantastically well and fought beautifully in his last fight against Robin Deakin, who really came to win that day. That was a great fight in this arena as well. And tonight now he started off nice and sharp. Bit of pressure on him tonight with all the tickets he sold, but he's handling it well, nice and settled.
Yeah, that defeat to Mark Alexander came on his 21st birthday, which wasn't the best birthday gift, but he has fought back since then. And 7 wins, 3 knockouts in those 7 wins for Chunky. And he has started the better in this fight, I think it's fair to say. Dochev has looked a little bit scruffy at times, as you saw when he had his head down like a bull in a china shop a couple of minutes ago.
That's a similar style to the last Bulgarian that we saw. Tough, bit coming forward, a bit raw, but he's here to cause problems, here to try and get the win. Aggressive coming forward, and that's what we want to see from these opponents who are coming from different countries. They come to here to put the best efforts in and earn the money.
Kevin, what does it say about the fighter when he's coming in and he's got such support? Do you sometimes worry that, as a trainer, that he might just get a bit carried away trying to put on a show?
Definitely, it can make or break you. You can either sort of freeze under the pressure, or you can come out and fight fantastically. The other danger is he can come out and sort of try and be too aggressive, try and listen to the crowd more than his trainer will be telling him to keep calm, do what he's been doing in the gym, but he can come out and let the emotions and the excitement get to him and rush in and walk into something silly that he normally wouldn't do. So it can work for you or against you, and it looks like Michael's coping with it now. He's had it all his career with good crowds coming to support him, and he's obviously used to it. He's nice and settled. Nice first round under his belt.
Well, he was due to take on the Hungarian Andras Varga in this fight tonight, but Dochev is the opponent.
Six out to round 2.
And came into the ring to the sounds of Kenny Rogers and the Gambler. Great tune. But at the moment, he's not having to roll the dice. He's pretty much got everything in his hand at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. He doesn't need to sort of gamble anything tonight. He's boxing within himself at the moment, nice and comfortable, looking to get a few rounds under his belt. And again, carrying on from where he did last time, he's impressing me with his boxing. Nice and controlled, disciplined.
Yeah, he's looking like a very good technical prospect at the moment. He's showing good skills as he comes forward, and his guard's constantly up. And he sets that left foot really well as he's coming forward to give him that power to unleash, and already causing problems for Dochev at the start of this fight. 6 rounds in this lightweight contest.
DJ is one of the fights I'm looking forward to seeing tonight, because I have heard about him quite a while ago. He actually, you know, his cousin actually lives near me, and his cousin tipped me off him a good few years ago and told me that this Michael Devine is going to be a big fighter, Irish background, keep an eye out for him. So I have been watching his career, and he has been steadily improving as he's been going along. And tonight, I hope he does show me something else a little bit more and can then move on and take the next step maybe in his next fight.
Just 23 years of age, but he said that he wants to make a statement tonight, and he's in a hurry as well. He wanted to boss the fight, and at the moment, that's exactly what he's doing against Dochev. He's taking the fight at short notice. And at the moment, Devine is just moving Dochev around as if he's got him on a string. And there, good little right to the body.
It was a classy little shot there, just stepped in, caught him with a shot, stepped back out, missed his counter. Nice, clever little boxing. He's nice and relaxed tonight, he's boxing well. Just doing exactly what he needs to do at this moment in the fight.
Head forward, looking for an opportunity, and look at the way Dochev is covering up. It's certainly Devine who's calling the tune at the moment.
It is, and it's important he does just have a little look at this guy, because he's got a 50-50 record. He wins a fight, he loses a fight. He stopped a couple of opponents. He's only been stopped once himself, so no point jumping in there, being reckless, letting the crowd get to him. He's just doing exactly what he needs to do.
2 young fighters trying to make a statement tonight. It's Devine who's getting the better of it at the moment as we enter the final minute of this second round. Devine, good couple of shots to the head there, and then just ducks out again. That's what he would have been trained to do by James Paisley.
Just looks to be marking up around the eye there, Dochev. I think it's his right eye. Looks to be a bit of a mouse developing there under his eye, and have to just keep a look at that in the corner during the round.
He's getting a lot of instructions from his corner as the Bulgarian. As Devine just once again moves to centre ring, backs off a little bit as he comes under a bit of pressure there from the Bulgarian, and then comes in again with a neat uppercut there. Didn't really get much purchase with it, but nice shot that he threw there. And end of the second round. It's not been all action, this one, but he'll be very comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing what he needs to do. I mean, the Bulgarian's jumping forward, quite reckless with his head. Michael Devine's not staying in there to cause himself with that problem. So, a good 2 rounds in the bank there. I'd be happy if I was the trainer there. I'd be happy with what he's doing so far.
So he's just taking some fluids on Devine and splaying his legs out there just to make sure that the fluid is circulating. He doesn't stiffen up, doesn't get any cramp. And here are a couple of his best shots in that round. Bit of a low right, but that left over the top was excellent as he saw Dochev trying to react. And here, coming in close, and that was a really neat uppercut.
It was, you know, it was a clever little shot. He ducked forward into almost like a shell-like position and covered his hands up above his head, and Michael waited, watched his opponent through the shot in the middle.
The referee, Robert Williams, calls them forward again, and Devine just looking like now he just wants to start stepping on that accelerator and just stepping it up a bit.
Yeah, he will do. He's probably been told in the corner there now, OK, you've had a look at him for a couple of rounds now. No real risk, you're doing all the right things. Let's just step it up a little bit now, a little bit more work, a bit more spite in your punches, and let's see if we can get this guy out of here.
9th professional fight for Devine, and his supporters will be hoping that it will be a terrific Saturday night for them to enjoy here at the Brentwood Leisure Centre. An earthquake in Essex this night. Another packed night of boxing from Goodwin Promotions. And they've pulled out all the stops once again to put on some really well-matched fights that will get everyone talking. And it's a terrific atmosphere here in an area of the country where they absolutely love their boxing.
They do, yeah, and it's interesting. One thing I noticed when I looked over there before the fight, a lot of Leon Senior's fans who obviously have the Irish connection have stayed on to support Devine. So he's getting a bit of a double bonus there tonight with the crowd. And one thing we do know about the Irish fans, they love the boxing and they can make noise. So it's brilliant. It's brilliant to see. They're creating a great atmosphere over there.
Yeah, them too. You can add them to the list along with the Essex fans. There's Devine dancing around, and again, Dochev head down, just catching a couple of shots. He's not really putting himself into a position to attack Devine at the moment, and that's just the way that Chunky would like it. He's stepping away and then just catching Dochev as he tries to come forward with a couple of good shots, and then just scuttles away once again. Nice left there as Dochev gets off balance as we come into the final minute of this third round of 6. Devine starting to feel the heat under these lights here at the Brentwood Leisure Centre.
Doesn't look in any trouble though tonight now. He's just nice and relaxed, just enjoying his boxing. Nice accomplished display, and a few rounds under his belt won't do him any harm. Just a little slip there, just caught his feet with his opponent there. It wasn't a shot by any means.
Again, Dochev comes forward, and this is something that Devine's just had to deal with in the last couple of rounds. Is Dochev just trying to step forward and take the centre of the ring again. Devine tries to land a big right over the top.
He loaded up with that one. The Bulgarian saw it coming though.
Yeah, that one had some gunpowder in it.
I think we saw that one at the back of the hole. Yeah, absolutely. That's better. Nice and neat. Straight 1-2 down the middle.
Well, a series of jab punches there from Dochev to the body. They will not have even, he won't have even felt those, Devine. And at the end of the third round, things going very nicely indeed for him. Yeah,
absolutely. No panic in the corner there. Nice and relaxed. Another good round under his belt there. 3 rounds up.
So it's been a very neat, accomplished performance so far from Devine. As you can see, it's a relatively static target that he's had to hit, and there was a good left down the barrel there.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing. He's got an opponent who's just rushing forwards, and as we saw earlier on with Leon Senior, it's important not to leave your feet there, not to stand there, give him angles as he's coming forward at you, so not to bring him back in a straight line. And he's just doing all the right things. It'd be nice now to see him in this round just stick his feet a little bit more and put a bit more meat in these shots.
Yeah, as you said, this is where the trainer can maybe just say, let's see what you can do now. You know, yeah, really, you've got the measure of this guy. You can really just start to explode with a couple of shots.
Yeah, he's got a great corner there with Payne and Mick Williams, cracking corner there, and they know what they're doing, nice and relaxed, and they'll have him ready for this last round.
So a couple of good shots there, big left over the top from Michael Devine. Devine just starting to dictate in this final round of 4. And he's got Dochev on the back foot, backpedaling. And can he produce something magical in this final round?
It will be in the back of his mind. He'll want the stoppage here, especially with the crowd and the amount of tickets he sold. He will be looking at that. But he's just doing the right thing. He's just boxing within himself at the moment. And I'm sure Michael's one of these fighters as well. You'll see more of him when he steps up a level, steps up to 8 rounds and 10 rounds. He's that kind of boxer. He's nice, relaxed, controlled. He could do 10 rounds tonight, no problem.
Yeah, he looks in terrific condition. And at the moment, he might just be looking for one big moment in this final round, and he'll just be looking for that chink in the armour to really land a telling shot and just see what Dochev is made of. couple of good rights to the body, but still hasn't really shaken his opponent, despite the fact that it's been a very, very impressive performance thus far.
Yeah, I mean, if he'd carried on like this, I mean, it's only a 4-round fight, but the opponent, you know, if Michael carried on fighting as he's fighting, he'd find this hard over 8-10 rounds, you know, he probably would force a stoppage.
Dochev with a right, and suddenly they are starting to unleash, and can Devine take this wave of support and ride it all the way home with a big knockout at the end of this battle? It goes to a knee, but no knockdown.
No, definitely not a knockdown there. No, I just hope when Michael watches this back, he just looks at it. He was just a little bit wild there. He's just coming forward and throwing them attacks, just winding up his punches just a little bit too much. He doesn't need to do that. He's a nice tight boxer. Doesn't need to sort of swing from the hips with his shots. When he watches this back, I'm sure he will. He'll look at that and look to tidy up his shots. That's a nice little shot, little neat little right hand around the side.
Letting Dochev just tag him a couple of times there, which will be a bit of a
shot. Big left hook, he's got him now. He needs to stay on him now.
And a couple of big rights that follow that great left that got him started there. And Dochev is covering up. He's inviting him on. Michael Devine can smell blood now. And he's just probably going to run out of time at the end of this fourth.
Fair play to this Dochev. He's tough. He's a tough lad. He got caught with a good few shots there, and he's recovered really well.
He'll have known he's been in a fight, though, tonight.
Absolutely.
He'll have some ringing in his ears as we enter the final 10 seconds. Devine with an impressive performance here.
Very good performance, and good to see him carrying on where he left off last time.
Good right to the body, and as he moves back to his corner, he'll be chuffed to bits with the way that round went. And as we enter the final 2 rounds, he'll be thinking, right, I just want to step on the gas now, because in that round, he really showed that Dochev was up against it.
He did, definitely, yeah, and Dochev was just showing signs of tiredness in that round then, especially when he got caught at the end. So he's got 2 more rounds here, and he could very well force a stoppage. So it'd be great for his confidence if he can force a stoppage.
He got his best shots of the whole bout, didn't he, in that round?
He did. It all started with that big, nice, tight left hook, and it was a great shot, and from then he stayed on him. Some lovely little shots there on the inside, nice little right uppercut. And that's when the crowd can just get to you. We saw them all behind us jumping up, screaming and shouting. That's got to have an effect on you when you're in that ring and you catch an opponent.
How much do you notice?
Seconds out to round 5.
I mean, you won't sort of notice specific voices, but the raising of the noise will spur you on rather than anything else. It doesn't matter what people are shouting, what people are saying. You can feel a raise in the voices, and that does spur you on rather than anything else.
Surge in volume.
The surge in volume is a good way of putting it, absolutely.
You just start to think, right, here we go. I'm going to give them something to shout about now, if they think that was good. Devine just caught slightly there, and sees Dochev go off balance and thinks, right, I've got a target here. Dochev quickly settled himself. But there have been a couple of slips we've started to see in the last 2 fights. That might be something for the later fighters to watch out for here at the Earthquake in Essex.
Yeah, I think a lot of it as well is the Bulgarian fighters. They've been strong, they've been tough, but they are very raw. They've been rushing forward, and that can sort of cause both fights to go off balance a little bit, especially if you touch feet with your lead feet. You can sort of cause a few little slippages and a few littles. Again, see they're just rushing forward, a bit untidy there.
Cheeky shot as well from Dochev, which the referee Robert Williams spotted, and Michael Devine had a look to the ref as if to say, hey, come on, let's play fair here. 2 minutes to go in round 5 of 6, and it's again Dochev trying to find a way through, but Devine just doesn't even give him a target. And look at this, he's just keeping him at arm's length.
Well, certainly not quitting him. He's certainly giving Michael Devine a serious workout tonight. He's come here, he's ambitious, he's strong, he's fit.
Devine just has to watch out for that shot that Dochev just froze as they move back from each other, as they break away. He just tries to catch him with a shot as he's reversing, if you like.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing. I mean, obviously now Michael stepped it up a little bit, and he is looking for the stoppage, and he knows he's hurt his opponent. The more he opens up, the more vulnerable he becomes himself as well. So he is going to get caught a little bit more as he is doing this, rather than the first couple of rounds when he was very cagey.
There was a nice right there from Dochev. Didn't catch Devine, but that's the danger. And he's still switched on to the possibilities in this fight, Dochev. The 20-year-old from Razgrad in the red trunks, but at the moment Devine still looking very comfortable and in control of this fight. Dochev just pushes him back. Referee has to watch himself there as Devine scoops out of trouble. Nice left hand there, just got through the defences, and a big right. That was one that really would have got the crowd on their feet if it had landed properly on the button.
It is, yeah, it's a very dangerous shot to show. A right-hand uppercut lead is a very dangerous shot to throw. You'd like to sort of see maybe a bit of a step back or a jab to start that shot off. It's a very vulnerable shot to throw when you just launch it like Michael is doing as he steps it up in the levels of opponents which he's going to be facing. It's not something he'll get away with that easy. He needs to tee that shot up a little bit cuter than he is doing at the moment.
Well, this has been a really impressive performance, controlling the fight, and with 1 round to go, Michael Devine will be very chuffed with how it's gone. He was giving away a few pounds coming into this, but that has not been telling at all in the way the fight has unfolded. He has been the man in control from the word go, and here were the best moments in round 5, and that was a left that he caught Dochev with there, and that's the sort of punch to the side of the head that can just make your opponent start to unravel.
Definitely, especially, you know, stepping to the side and creating them angles. He's opening up the shots himself. But just see there that little right uppercut lead that I am slightly worried about, and I'm sure he will be told in the corner there, just tighten that up a little bit. Don't throw it so wild and ragged, because it only takes his opponent to throw a shot in hope, a big left hook over the top, and while you're launching that right uppercut, you're in a very, very vulnerable position, especially when you throw it from your waist. Just needs to tighten it up a little bit.
And that's when the trainer has the heart in the mouth, because they think, you've absolutely dominated this, you've dictated it, you just could be in danger of giving it away. But come to the final round, what can Michael Devine produce here for the Luton contingent who've made the journey down to Essex for tonight's big night of boxing here at the Brentwood Leisure Centre? Dochev will still have ideas of his own, of course, so nothing taken for granted. Devine bobbing, weaving, feinting, looking for any opportunity here to land a really telling blow on Dochev. But Dochev has shown good defence as well in this bout. And hasn't given Devine that easy a target. That was a good shot to the rib cage.
He's very sort of poker-faced. He's sort of got I'm not saying in a boxing sense by any means, but just by a look, he looks a bit Marco Antonio Barrera-ish, you know, with his features and his sort of hair and everything like that. He's done well tonight. It's another typical Steve Goodwin undercard show. It's another guy who's come to win. There's very, very, very rarely one-sided fights on Steve Goodwin show.
Dochev just caught Devine there, and he has to be careful, but he is trying to put on a real show in this final round. Just over a minute and a half to go in this match, and look at Devine now, starting to unload a couple of heavy blows, big rights. But still, Dochev, very compact fighter.
Yes, he's got a good jab, Michael Devine. I'd like to see him throw that a little bit more, maybe just a little bit more spike. It's a nice jab, and he's getting a bit of success with that. Just keep his feet planted a little bit more and smash that down the middle.
Dochev, though, will not give in. Great tenacity from the Bulgarian. Despite the fact that Devine has controlled the fight, he's still providing a danger with 60 seconds to go.
Still coming forward.
Again, pushes Devine back onto the ropes. Devine just tried to trade a couple of punches there at close quarters. Now pushes him back into the corner. Can this be the moment that Devine really finds the big punch? Chunky goes the cry from his supporters in the crowd here in Brentwood. As Devine lands another good right, but look at them trading punches here. Dochev will not stand back. Nice uppercut. Another big clubbing right.
Has to stay on him now.
Dochev is rattling. 30 seconds to go. Can Devine find the big punch? Dochev has just been given time to recover there, and that might be enough. Oh, and there was a good left in there from Dochev as well. Devine drops his head.
He must be so fit, this Dochev, because he's taking everything and he's still in there, still coming forward. Really fit, strong lad. Yeah,
he's got courage and fitness in abundance. Might be one to watch out for in the future, but I think tonight he's not quite had enough. And Michael Devine, we think, might have shaded that. In fact, probably done more than that.
Definitely Michael Devine's fight there tonight. Good performance.
The pride of Ireland moves to the side of the ring, and waves to his supporters from Luton and beyond, and they'll be very, very pleased with how that went. That was a very, very accomplished performance from a young fighter who's just starting to make his way in the pro ranks, and surely an 8th win is on the cards here as we wait for Tim Piper to get the assessment. But that was the best round of the fight, that last round. Some really good shots from Devine. As you can see, he had Dochev where he wanted him, and some terrific punches.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, referee Robert Williams has scored about 60 points to 55. Your winner from Luton, Michael "Chunky" Devine.
He said he wanted to boss the fight, and he did just that. An 8th win for Michael "Chunky" Devine.